because I don't know what I'm gonna do with you two, because I really don't. Ladies and gentlemen, Dorcas Fantasy Football League. It's your man's Tony D, aka the Random Multi Broadcaster. It is Week 18 of the NFL season, Season 3 of the broadcast. Fantasy football is over for the leagues that I am in. I do believe there may be a couple of leagues still going, but for the most part, the league is definitely done for the season, and we are going to say congratulations to the league champion, Golf Hawk himself, three-time league champion.
3 times, yeah.
Barely beat Ted, but he beat Ted. Ted is second. Glick is third. Gentlemen, congratulations to the three of you. That being said, I got to work on a couple of things we're going to do. But let me get everybody check your channels, please. I know I got to throw
Yep,
something.
I'm doing that right now.
I got to throw. We are joined by my man, Fireman Richard, the Morning Coffee, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 0600 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Rumble, on Twitch. Rich, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Tony. Good morning, Michael. And yeah, we're at the end of the 2024-25 season. It's been quite a ride. We have, and we still have some excitement, even going into this last week for several teams, as far as that goes, making it to the playoffs. And I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. We're also joined by my man Michael Bathurst. Hashtag shout MGB. Mike, with your AI music and your AI production and things, how are you doing, sir?
We had a great show last night. We had Tony D just join on TikTok to make sure to see if I'm looking at what I'm doing. And we have, I don't even know how to pronounce the name, sir, so I won't even try.
In and out, in and out, in and out. There.
Shout MGB will set your mind free, far beyond the worries of today. Listen, if it says 2024 and you see 20 broadcasts in a row of Fireman Rich, it is the highlights. If you see Tony D in the midnight hour around 3:30 in the morning, and he seems to have a lot of energy, he recorded it probably a month or two ago. We're going to be doing this all week. We had 6 hours of programming last night while I was sleeping. Then I got in trouble through two individuals going, "Did you see my message?
Yeah. Hey Tina, how you doing?
Did
Get the
you see my
tomato.
message?
Get
Did
the
you?"
tomatoes. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this dude. Gentlemen, recap.
Oh God, where do you want to start? Fireman Rich, how you feeling about
Well,
Buffalo?
well, that's the only team I really watched and cared about last year. All the other teams, it's like, okay, they're football ahead in the background. Buffalo, I feel very strong with Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're well on their way to go through have a good chance at going through the playoffs to the Super Bowl, as
Yeah.
well as any other team, maybe more so than most of them. But you never know in the playoffs and stuff. So, but last week was sort of flat. I think it was because of the holiday seasons. I wasn't really into it. I think it was a little lingering because I didn't really see much of Saturday's games because there was no Thursday night game. So they had 2 games yesterday. I'm going to be focusing on, even though the Buffalo Bills are in it, I'm still focused on them crushing New England. Because there's some people on there that, and I think you mentioned, I caught a little bit glimpse of your replay. There's a particular individual that's going to make some big money today if he gets 1 sack.
Von Miller.
Yeah, I watch your programs.
Von Miller. Now that Von Miller is going to make up to 3.5 million if he gets 3 sacks today.
That's a big. Oh, he needs 3.
If he gets 1, he gets 1 million.
Okay.
But so we should talk while we're doing our stuff. We should look at the incentives. Can we talk about a couple of the games that have been in the last week?
We
Is
have
it okay?
no fantasy football to cover. Go, gentlemen, go.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing that I find disturbing. Okay, and we're only going to go to December. The Dolphins somehow are still in second place.
Mm-hmm.
And yet have this disgusting record. Like it's horrid how bad some of the teams are doing, and yet made it to the playoffs, including the Texans. The Texans, if they were in any other division, would not fare well. Um, I want to go through the Bills. Okay,
Go
the
ahead.
Bills have 13 wins in their division. The next team has 8, and they get to play today. How crazy is that? The
Yeah.
Jets, the Jets had 4 wins,
Mm-hmm.
and yet Aaron Rodgers was going to change the world. Who needs Zach Wilson? Well, he got 4 wins. It's all smoke and mirrors. The Patriots got rid of the best coach of all time, Bill Belichick, Mr. Grumpy, and they have 3 wins and have a chance to get another. No, Tony, what do you think?
I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
Okay, the Chiefs, 15 wins. Okay, 15 wins. Chargers, who I made fun of, 10 wins. There's a gap of 5 wins there. The Broncos, 9 wins. Nobody thought of anything. Now, when Russell Wilson was with the Broncos, did they have 9 wins? I think they
I don't
did.
think so. They did.
I think they did.
I
The
have to.
Raiders, after all these changes, have a whole 4 wins. Now, my heart was broken last year. I was convinced. I would have sold everything I had. I thought the Ravens were going to win. I was completely 1000% convinced. And guess what happened?
What?
Lamar choked. It was disgusting how bad he was. You would have swore he was hurt.
You talking about yesterday?
Oh, he was phenomenal yesterday against a team that could have been from high school. It was bad. That looked like a high school team to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad that was.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the Ravens, they have 12 wins, right? 12 wins.
Mm-hmm.
That's not great.
Why
You
not?
got that. You got the Steelers who have got 10.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the AFC North, okay? Bengals have 9. The
Mm-hmm.
Bengals have a chance to get into the playoffs. You two, do you think they have a chance at all to win a playoff game if they make
Yes.
it?
Yes.
What do you think, Rich?
Who's that now again?
The Bengals?
Well, the Bengals. That's the excitement. I think that's going to take place this week or today, because last night they won, and Joe Burrow says, "This is a quote from Joe Burrow: the odds are long, but we have a shot," and that's because they're going to be trying to stay alive. Because the Bengals last night they eventually may not make it to the 2024 postseason. What do you mean eventually? No, they can still make it.
If I may, Rich,
No,
we are
let
joined
me
by
finish. Let
Brian.
me finish this, Tony. This is
Brian just jumped in. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Hi, Brian.
Hello,
Hi,
gentlemen.
hi,
Got you.
Chase.
Oh, hey, Brian. Oh, you're okay. You're not in the chat. You're actually here for a
Yeah,
change.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. I know you had your screens off.
Oh,
Brian
I had.
just
Yeah, I
jumped
was
And
looking
Big
at something.
Juice
I'm gonna
is
get
here.
you
Thank
in.
you.
Big Juice is in the house. Big Juice was
Big
going
Thank
on.
you
Juice.
to the 33 viewers that have been in TikTok so far.
Got you.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, Rich. Go ahead. Finish it. I'm sorry.
Okay, but what I gotta say, that's excitement. I should have won this, or should have watched this game. I'm watching. I'll be watching the replays on this. But Cincinnati, that was a big win for them last night. You know, like Michael, you say that they don't matter. This matters because they have a slim chance. They're on a 5-game winning streak following last night's 19-17 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think I picked the Steelers, but then again, I think I'm going to have to check. But has put pressure on 2 teams ahead of them in the standings. The Denver Broncos, who will clinch a final AFC wildcard spot and a number 7 seed if they win a victory against the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. And then you got the Miami Dolphins, who could do the same with
Yes.
a win over the New York Jets, and the Broncos are defeated. But here's the kicker. Cincinnati is now rooting for both teams to lose Sunday, because if they do, guess what? Cincinnati is in the playoffs.
Yep.
And this goes back to Michael saying, they peaked too late. Maybe they're just starting to peak. We may see another the New York Giants back when they made the wild card and they we could have a potential sleeper here because
I
Burrow's
love it. I love it.
okay.
Fireman
Between
Rich is on
Cincinnati-
fire.
Yes, he is. Between Cincinnati and Miami, they may pull that run that the Giants did, like he was saying. And gentlemen still have it. Brian, appreciate being here. Big Juice, what's going
Brian,
on?
I got a big question for you.
Shout out to
Just,
Go
everybody.
ahead.
coming
just
through.
for Brian. I miss Brian. I get
Yeah,
to
Brian
see
ain't
you.
been here in a minute, Mike. So we're going to have to let Rich and
I
Brian
get
talk
I
too
get
much.
I get to
You know
see
that,
you
right?
knuckleheads all the time. Okay, so can we talk about the AFC South, sir? Just for a moment.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
These jokers, holy smokes.
Here we go.
Yes. What do you got?
So the Texans got a measly 9 wins. 9.
Mhm.
Like, how sad is that? And then the Colts, who I put so much emphasis, joy. This guy named Anthony Richardson, they got a measly 7 wins. Then you got the Jaguars, who paid $255 million for this quarterback. That is phenomenal. I told you, just tell them.
We have
I'll
Ed
be
in-
over in 5
Ed
minutes.
Lynn, how you doing, sir? Good seeing you.
So the
Appreciate
Jaguars
it.
got 4 wins, and then the Titans.
Mike, say hi to Ed.
Hi, Ed. How you doing, Ed? Ed, you got to go on my show. TikTok, rock. Let's go.
Hey, Ed, how you doing, my friend?
Let me see Ed in a minute, man. Appreciate
God bless
you.
you, and happy New
I
Year
was
to
showing
you.
his photos this week on my broadcast. I had pictures of him. No kidding. So, Brian, how do you sleep at night knowing that the Texans only got 9 wins?
I mean, truthfully though, I mean the offensive line has been an issue. So it's not just CJ alone, but it's like the offensive line. I mean, you got guys like jumping off sides, then you got guys getting blasted through. Then you got CJ running for his life and everything. So I mean, it's just that's always been like the issue. It's just the offensive line. Like defense does their job, but then all of a sudden, if you got defense out there majority of the time because the offense can't push, yeah, I mean, like,
Good point.
yeah. So
Good point right there. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it was just like when back during the Kubiak, when Kubiak was the head coach. I mean,
Yeah.
offense for some odd reason. Offense wasn't gelling, and then defense was defense was out there majority of the time, and then they got tired. And so, like in the first half of the game, like Texas will be dominating, and all of a sudden, second half because they're tired, defense is worn out, and the next thing, boom, the other team comes in.
Do you think they have a chance of winning a game in the playoffs?
I think so. I mean, it's just the offensive line coach has really, really got to be a drill sergeant.
It's going to be exciting to see the matchups, right? Next week.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. So, think about this in the room. I'm asking everybody in this room. Are the Rams a better team than the Texans because they have 10 wins? I know they're in a different division. They're in the NFC West. But are they a better team than the Texans?
My opinion is I think the Rams are a better player because they play better from what games I've seen as far as that goes. And not to tighten the Texans are right there. They have the quality, but I think they're in a different mode right now, and it might affect them when the one receiver got that hit. That jolted the team. That if they don't. If the Texans lose in the first round of the playoffs, you can attribute a part of it because of that injury. Because that, when you got the quarterback being that devastated, that ripples through the rest of the team. As far as that goes, they're trying to console them and stuff like that, and they're tough guys and stuff. But that right there is probably one of the most emotional moments I've seen watching the games this season.
Yeah. But also though, I mean, you have to look at it too, because every conference, I mean, every division has like their schedules, and some schedules are more tougher than others.
Yes, true.
So
Brian, you're skating, Brian. Answer the question. That's not the question I asked.
I mean, like
that
like
is not the question I asked, Brian.
No, the Rams seem like that, like they're a better team
because they got 10 wins. Are they a better team than?
But
the
also
Texans?
too, you have to look at their schedule.
The schedule.
You have to look at the schedule.
Schedule does matter, Mike. That's been the issue with the league for the past few years. I know I've been hearing It's been a real big issue. I'm going to say the Rams are better than the Texans. They're tougher.
I honestly think that the NFC West is a better division.
No,
Yes.
no,
The Seahawks had 9 wins.
no.
You're going off the
The
record
Cardinals,
with
the
the schedule.
Cardinals could have been
All
something
those
this year.
teams except Sanford, both those two teams who were up in the lead and they couldn't maintain it and they dropped down.
San
They weren't
Fran
consistent.
and
They weren't consistent compared to other teams.
yeah, San Fran and the Cowboys should have cleaned house last year. That's what.
Without injuries on the 49ers, I agree.
Yeah.
No. If you can't get, is the goal to go to the Super Bowl? That's what I'm asking in the room.
Yes.
Tony, is
Yes,
the goal to
yes.
go to the Super Bowl?
I
Yes.
think that's obvious.
So,
Yes. Yeah.
so if you have a team that wins 12 games but never wins a playoff game, isn't it time to clean house?
They've done that more than once. More than one franchise has.
Well, you look at the Buffalo Bills, Michael. They went to the Super Bowl 4 times, and they still had basically the same core team, but they just were outplayed and stuff. They started changing it around after the third, fourth time they started changing. But
You know what's great though? If you make it to the Super Bowl, that is something.
but they don't remember who won, who came in second. They only remember who won.
I do. I remember.
Wow.
And here's the
That's
thing.
what I got Googled.
I remember last year that the 49ers
It's
made it all the way and absolutely
it's a
annihilated
mute
the
point.
Raiders.
It's a mute point as far as if they almost
I
won.
mean, like Detroit. Detroit was it was a resurrection last season with Detroit, and they got cheated.
They did.
How'd they get cheated?
They got cheated at the end of that game. They did.
Tell
You
us,
saw
Tony.
it in their faces.
There were some
There were some questionable calls.
exactly. The one in particular where the one individual was supposed to, he said he told the ref I'm in as a ball, and that was a big
against
one.
Dallas. Yeah.
Okay, so can we talk about NFC North because you guys jumped into Lions. Lions have 14 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings have 14 wins.
Mm-hmm.
I am an asshole because I basically laughed at Sam Darnold. I'm at least man enough in this room to admit when I'm wrong.
I think we're all man up, Michael. You're just coming late to the party.
No, you guys were all chanting 49ers, Cowboys.
At the beginning of the season,
I was like, clear.
In the middle of the season, we changed our minds there. It wasn't looking too good.
Beginning of the season, I said, clear out Cowboys.
Every team is a potential Super Bowl champion before they even play game one.
So is Carolina.
And that's his quote. That was his quote, Rich. He's the one that said that at the beginning, remember?
I thought the Bears were going to do great. I'm an idiot.
At the beginning of the season, but the middle of the
beginning
season,
of the year,
I was totally convinced. I thought the Jets were going to win at least 9 games.
Michael, it's called changing your analytical view.
No, it's called being blinded by the hype.
No. In the beginning, we had all these high things, but you got to adjust your view.
We were all smoking that
Rich,
Aaron Rodgers.
Rich, you're falling for it. You're falling for it. He's setting you up. You're falling for it.
We were all doing the ayahuasca together, man. It was bad.
In the beginning of the year, I said Detroit is on a mission. I never said anything about now. The only thing that was a shocker was Minnesota coming out of the gate 5-0. It's like, whoa, where did that come from? And then
I was not even expecting that. That's
how about the Chargers
performance ever?
And the Chargers. The Chargers
won more games mid-season than they had won the whole year.
You didn't think they were going to be this good. Now, I was right about the Chargers. Mike was right about the Broncos. He was. Brian, you was harping on the Texans. Injury stopped them the same way it stopped the 49ers.
Broncos aren't in the playoffs yet.
I know.
Well, I mean, the only thing I said, like, in regards to the Texans, is like, because like the AFC South, the way how all the teams are like bumping up, I was like, man, it's gonna be a battle royal in the AFC South. And then
I was agreeing.
I was like, man, I'm wrong. I was like, whoa, what happened? However, though, there's one team that everybody looked over except for one guy, and he's not on the panel. JoJo said, "Don't sleep on Washington."
That is a lie. I said at the beginning of the year that I saw this franchise within 2 years going to the Super Bowl, and everybody in here thought I was on crack.
No, me and Brian said at the beginning,
Maybe
the
maybe
original
to
season
the
of the
playoffs.
broadcast.
I don't know about the Super Bowl.
I said Super Bowl within 2 years because of the
Well, they got
ownership.
next
I'll
year.
show you. I'll show you the tape.
Tanner,
No,
I
I believe
appreciate
you
you coming
saying
through
that,
on
but
TikTok.
I think
I won't say shit unless I said it,
And
and then
Michael
I'll admit
Jordan,
when I'm
really
wrong.
appreciate you sharing the live on the TikTok. Gentlemen, I appreciate everybody up there. I'm watching the comments on TikTok. Mike, if you can watch the comments on Rumble. Well, you got TikTok up. Rich, if you could check the comments on Rumble since I don't get them, I would appreciate that.
Tanner, thank you for being here.
I appreciate everybody, man. I'm watching everything that's going on while we're
Yes.
talking. Surprise predictions or teams we didn't expect has been a topic that's been we just covered a little bit. Mike was right about the Broncos. I was right about the Chargers.
I was right about the
The
Commanders.
AFC South, I was entirely wrong about. I thought the division was going to be tougher, and I did say at the beginning of the season. Well, man, Izzy's in the house. Izzy, what's good, bro? On the break.
I couldn't have been more wrong though. Okay, let's talk about what we were wrong because nobody's talking about that. I was wrong about the Bears. I was wrong
Yes.
about the Jets.
Yes.
I was wrong about the Jaguars. I thought they would do better this year.
I did
thought
too.
I'm with you on that.
I
did
thought
too.
the Titans would do better
I
than
did
they
too.
I'm with
did.
you on that.
I thought the Steelers would be even better than they have been.
I didn't know they were going to be this good. I have to
I
admit.
thought they'd be better.
I thought they were
actually.
going to be fine, but not this good. They're looking almost elite.
I thought they were going to do it with Justin Fields, though. I did not see the Russell Wilson wrinkle.
I did.
Sorry,
That's what
I
said.
didn't.
I told you, I saw Russell Wilson last season. I said, he still got it.
You're right.
I said that last
And I
season.
asked someone to look up the Broncos, how many wins they had last year.
Tony, are you on Rumble?
No, I thought
Okay.
one of you were.
Yeah,
Mike
okay.
is on
But
Rumble.
also
Mike
too,
is on Rumble.
but also too, I'm with you on that, Mike. And also with the
Brian,
with the Chargers,
can we hold that for a second? Did you say you were right with me? What?
I'm agreeing with you with as far as Tennessee and Jacksonville.
Somebody call somebody.
Mike, calm down.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, I mean, no, like I was wrong about that, but like with the Chargers, I know they're going to be a threat because Harbaugh does not play. Harbaugh is a drill sergeant, so that's what
Explain
I said.
that. Explain that.
Because he demands perfection. Because think about it, when he coached, when he was at Stanford, when he coached at Stanford, he brought them out of obscurity, and then he went to the 49ers, and brought the 49ers into prominence. And then after that, like and after he left, what happened to San Francisco? They went on a decline until Shanahan came along. Now then, with that being said, he goes to Michigan. And what happened? What happened last season to Michigan?
You got a championship.
Got a championship. Went on like best ever for Michigan. So I mean, he is like drill sergeant. So now, like with all the guys,
in Los Angeles, and he's doing good with the Chargers. I agree.
yeah. So think about it. So next year, you see where they're going. Next year, Chargers are going to be up in the talk of like, hey, what's going on?
Another team overdue for a Super Bowl, if I may. They are hard, easy. I agree, and they're due for a Super Bowl again. They got swamped last time when they played the 49ers. Got shellacked, destroyed.
Tony, I want you to make a prediction here where you can be accountable. Okay.
Sure.
So the Chargers, are they going to win a playoff game? Everybody in the room, yes or no?
I got to see who they're up
Yes.
against. Let me. Somebody.
no.
Any predictions are being before they're made. You can't make a prediction if you don't know what the.
Who's AFC teams that's in there right now? If anybody could share, Brian, can you pull that up, please?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay, the Chargers last year had 5 total wins. Did you know that?
Yes, I remember that.
5. Okay, the Broncos had 8 total wins. Was it worth losing all that money for Russell Wilson to do all what they did? They have one more win than they did last year. That is ego. Raiders had 8 wins last year. The Chiefs only had 11 wins. And I was worried last year because I thought that was the year they were going to get beaten by the Ravens. They had a total of 11 wins. They have 15. They might win with Carson. What Wentz? Carson Wentz? Did I say that right?
He can.
Yeah,
do
Carson Wentz is starting.
He can do it.
Yeah.
He can
So
do it.
I need people that just put it out there. You don't have to be total logical. Do you think they have the ability to win a playoff game? That's all I'm asking.
The Chargers.
I mean,
Chargers.
The
Yes or
Chargers
no?
are going. The
Yeah,
Chargers are going.
yes.
The Chargers are in Vegas. So I mean, Raiders are 4-2. Chargers 10-6. I mean, it's gonna be a fight, but I mean, I would say Chargers by 10.
Who they playing though?
Vegas.
They're playing Vegas first.
In the playoffs? That's not
Oh,
even
in
set yet.
in the playoffs, that's the last game.
Gentlemen, we got a question on TikTok if y'all don't mind. Gabe asks Jalen McMillan or Terry at flex. Then he says Ray Davis or Rashad White. Then he says Chargers. Okay, Jalen McMillan or Terry at the flex. I'm going to take Jalen at the flex.
Penix for sure.
No. He didn't bring Penix up at all.
Gabe did. Penix or
Oh,
Flacco.
yeah. I didn't get to
Yeah.
that. Ray Davis or Rashad White.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to take Rashad White. He did do pretty good last week. Chargers or
Yep.
Vikings. Woof.
Okay, that's
Vikings.
I'm going to take Vikings. Penix or Flacco. I'm going with
May. Thank you for being here.
Penix is my future fantasy rookie quarterback.
Thank you to the 60 viewers on TikTok. Thank you.
Yes, I'm going to run with Penix next season. I normally take golf. I have no problem with CJ Stroud. I like getting Jalen Hurts. I think I'm gonna run with Penix next season. It's going to be his time. He did pretty good. We're not going to say they were against the best teams. We didn't say he had a full season, but I want to see
Keep
how
hitting that like button, guys. Keep hitting that like
I'm
button.
going to take my risk in fantasy on him at quarterback next season. Vikings play Detroit. Yeah, that's going to be listen, Gabe, and we're going to get to that next. I need you to stick around if you can. If not, I'm going to tell you, I don't know who to pick on that game. Detroit, Minnesota is a monster.
Brian, go ahead.
Go ahead, Gabe. I appreciate you coming through on TikTok. Go ahead, Brian.
Okay, so as far as the playoff picture, according to NFL.com, so for the AFC, you have Chiefs as the number 1 seed, Bills the 2nd seed, Ravens the 3rd seed, Texans the 4th seed, Chargers the 5th seed, and the Steelers as the 6th seed. And then in the hunt, you have the Broncos. And then on the bubble, you have Bengals and Dolphins.
Ooh.
Now on the NFC side, you got Lions as the number 1 seed, Eagles as the 2nd seed, Rams the 3rd, Vikings the 5th, Commanders the 6th, and Packers the 7th. But you have the Bucks in the hunt, and then on the bubble you have the Falcons.
Yeah, Bucks and Falcons. It's not looking good for the Falcons right now.
It's not looking good for the Bucks. Let's be real. Now I love the Bucks.
I mean, the Bucks are 9-7, and then the Falcons are 8-8.
Yeah.
I would feel like
hang on, Mike. Before we continue, Rich, can you throw the record up? I want to go ahead and get that in. We're about to be at the half-hour mark, and I want to make sure you got that slide in there. And show
Tony,
yes.
Nobody's answering questions here. They're all
we have been. You're just trying to see.
No, we're not answering.
We will
questions.
get to that in a second.
Chargers.
Somebody.
All you got to say is yes or no.
I said yes. I said yes earlier.
Did Fireman Rich say yes?
Okay. The last week we had something that is a first. Michael had 16 wins. He cleaned the clocks.
Yes, he did.
He had all the picks. He had one key that he was really good on. Ted came in second. He's still moving on up, 14-2. Tony D, you're right up there with 12-4, which is still good. I'm right middle of the road. I'm still ahead of CBS. That's my main thing. And then Brian, you went 500 there, 8-8, and Tina came in.
Brian likes wild bets.
He's kind of like me with his predictions.
Now the overall, because of last week,
Jesus.
Michael moves up overall 256.
You know why? Because he answers questions.
And he ended up getting the extra wins by one game. So it's gonna this weekend.
It's gonna be a shit show.
It's
today.
gonna be and then Ted, he moved up to 3rd, and Brian, you still, I don't know if you have a shot to get CBS, but
yes, he does.
We have one more week. Are we going to have a show next week for?
As long as I have more wins over Tina, I'm good.
Nice, be nice.
Just for the record, Rich, we're going all the way to the Super Bowl with no
Tina,
problem.
we're happy you're here.
I want to give a shout out to everybody who's been I want to give everyone a shout out who's been giving the predictions because we are all above 500.
Okay, so maybe I'll go ahead and continue with the listing there for the playoffs then, as far as sending those listings out.
Manny Duarte on TikTok asks M. Carter or Tracy. I'm thinking that's a running back.
Tracy.
Yep. Manny, he says Tracy. We're gonna run with that. Appreciate you coming through. Rich had that. We got everything in. I got to give Mike. I'm already 1-1 off of the games that's been played already because I had Baltimore and I had Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was trying, but Cincinnati did hold them last night. So Mike's got the lead right now, which messes with my ego because I've been leading on
I
damn.
forgot what I said. I forgot what I said, Rich.
I
I'm like,
think
what
I
did
think
send him?
No, Brian, you were real good sending 3-4 weeks in a row, which that was great. We got the connection over there on the Whisper on Twitch, so I like that. I'm connected with you, even though it's not X.
All of us
It
are on
was
Twitch.
funny though, because like I was like I did all my picks before I left the country, and his was
Oh yeah,
like, wow, okay.
Real quick, how was your trip? We didn't hear anything about your trip.
It was good. It was cold, wet, but other than that, I mean, like London was fine. Kind of disappointed with Winter Wonderland. It kind of got oversaturated with people, and it's just not what it was once when I first went. But other than that, like London was great. Saw some new parts of London. And then been going to Scotland for 3 days. That was pretty cool. Saw like the cathedral out there, the Royal Mile. Saw the spot on the Avengers where a couple movie scenes were shot. That was pretty cool. Man, the coffee out there is outstanding.
There we go.
So now, like I mean, and I've said it time and time again. Starbucks is horrible. They suck. I mean,
We would love to have you as a sponsor. Do not listen to this
Yeah,
idiot.
please don't listen to him. Just in
Shut
case.
up. Okay, so the
Minuti
Chiefs.
coffee, baby.
So here's the thing, Brian, of the wild card, because I know you're a wild man.
How you doing? Appreciate
you'll
you.
put your neck out there for us.
26
Okay?
cents of eyes total on my
I'll
end.
roll the
Thank
dice.
you all. Thank
Of
you
the
all.
wild card people, the potential people, who do you think has the chance to knock off one of the top seeds? Go ahead.
Let me look at the wild card.
Yeah, I need to look at that list too.
I'm telling you right now, don't underestimate the Bengals if they get in. If they get in, don't underestimate. And I'm talking one win. I'm not talking multiple wins. I'm just talking one win in the playoffs. The Chargers would not shock me that they get 2 wins. That would not shock me.
Depends on who they're
Packers.
playing, Mike. I gotta be honest with you.
No, it doesn't. It honestly doesn't matter. If you look at playoffs in the past, so many teams have been blown out that should have never been blown out. It's like the last year when the Packers, I didn't think had a chance to win a game. They won.
So we got the playoff for both sides set up. The Chargers had a 5
I would
seed.
say the Chargers is like the. I would say the Chargers. Yeah, I mean,
They got a problem with any of the top 3. Anybody after the Chiefs, Bills, and Ravens, they'll be fine. They can beat the Texans.
The other thing
No,
nobody's
the Steelers.
talking about is the
No,
Ravens.
Bills will not beat the Texans.
Are the Ravens going to make it to the Super Bowl?
That's my prediction.
They better because like they've been on a mission, and that was like the #1 goal ever since they signed.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. Yeah.
I'm still sticking with my Lions Ravens Super Bowl prediction. I am still sticking with that.
Say that again,
Super Bowl.
Tony. Say that again, buddy. Sorry.
Lions Ravens Super Bowl, my preseason prediction.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Lions Chargers.
I just want to
Lions Chargers since it's gonna be in New Orleans.
If we can just share this for a moment, I want to show how easy it is when you're on multiple platforms with Restream to look at what's going on with the comments. Thank you to everybody on TikTok. Thank you to all the idiots out there that only use their phone. Thank you for not believing in this format. Thank you for not believing in us. We are so happy that we have jumped in to this. We even have the matrix right now of 66. Thank you to everybody who's commenting. I know that next year this will grow and we'll have 300 to 500 people in the TikTok alone watching our programming. Thank you
Gabe
so much.
says, I think the Chargers will have a favorable matchup against the Raiders. I do too. I agree, Gabe. I agree with that entirely. Let's see what we got here. We got Rehab in the house.
Oh, God.
We got Rehab in the house. Excuse you, Canadian. Rehab, appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, I was like, since Super Bowl's gonna be in New Orleans, I say Detroit and the Chargers for the Super Bowl.
Rich, your Super Bowl prediction originally was
It was, and it's always been the Bills, along with Detroit. That's all. The whole
Gotcha.
season. I do think Baltimore could be in there, as well as who was the other team? But those are the two primaries, Bills and Detroit, because I think Kansas City, they could possibly get beat. If they don't get beat in the playoffs, they will get taken. I think I'm going to make a prediction right now. Cincinnati does what Giants did and stuff after if they win, if they get into playoffs, I think they're going to be charged up to where they have a shot at it.
I agree with you.
I think you look at how they played, and it just, how do they lose that game? Because Burrows he's playing right up there, even with the almost losing record they've had, even though they're above 500. He's phenomenal as a quarterback.
Gotcha. Let me jump in on this again 1 second, please. Gabe, we answered those earlier. You had Terry or McMillan at flex, and earlier we were saying, I said Jalen at the flex. Chargers or Vikings. I'm gonna take the Vikings, even though it's gonna be a tougher game. Chargers, I think, may have an easier game. I'm gonna take the Vikings. I appreciate it. My apologies, Rich. Please continue.
I love what Captain Ree had said here with Carson Wentz will beat the Raiders today. That's not right.
Unbelievable. Big Juice, like I said, Lions, Ravens, Super Bowl. That's my preseason prediction.
What year is?
What do you mean, am I high? I roll the dice. I'm not scared.
Rich, you good over there?
Jeez.
Rich?
I ain't scared of you mofos.
Okay, Tony, we need you to.
1 second. Rich, you good over there? Rich, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I was hearing a little bit of feedback there. It's behind my. I'm not
sound
sure.
perfect though on our
Yeah,
end.
I've been picking up this little bit of a.
I hear it too. Somebody got something in the background.
This isn't coming into the. It's just when it's very, very faint.
I hear a radio.
Yeah,
it's something. Tobishka's in the house. George on
not
TikTok
me.
says pick two, please. JMO Sutton or Drake London. I'm taking Drake London.
George, thank you for being here as well.
I'm taking Drake London. Appreciate you coming through. Rich, you good up there? What you had? He's still checking his sound.
Tony, you still haven't addressed some of the things like the Falcons. What happened to the Falcons this year?
Injuries with Kirk Cousins.
What do you think, Brian? What happened to the Falcons?
I would say injuries, and then on top of that, I mean, their schedule was so-so, so that shouldn't have played a factor. But injuries.
Oh shit! You know that Sutton's good too, though. God, that's a tough choice.
It is a tough
Sutton
one.
in London.
Wait. What was the choices?
It is. Go ahead.
It was. Hang on 1 second. Same thing happened to the Bengals. JMO Sutton or Drake London. I'm taking Drake London.
Sutton.
Gotcha. I'm taking
Sutton.
Why Sutton?
Bo Nix is on fire.
That's why.
Nobody knew his name.
Yes, we did. Stop
At the
playing.
beginning of the year, nobody knew his name. Come on.
I knew it.
You're a bunch of liars.
Watch the preseason. Watch the early episodes, and I said Sutton.
Okay, I'll play the first episode and we'll see.
Yeah, beginning of the season.
In fact, there's going to be a marathon this week, guys. We're going to be playing 6 episodes in a row of this show through the night.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now let me go ahead and check all the outlets in my house because you are plugging the hell out of your shit. Just so you know, okay? Just so you know. I appreciate that. Sutton has a contract extended to hit today, too. There you go, Rehab. Now we're talking that language. Appreciate you, Rehab. Absolutely. Preseason injuries determine season-long play calling. Jorge over there on TikTok, I appreciate it. Falcons became predictable midseason. Yes, I agree with that. They started off the season very well.
Fireman Rich, what are some of the incentives for the players? Anybody?
Oh, my God.
The incentives? What's that? Oh my God, what's that, Brian?
The incentives for the
No,
players.
no. I'm looking on the schedule on ESPN, and
Mm-hmm.
bro. So I'm looking at it's showing like the ticket sales. So for Carolina at Atlanta, tickets as low as $30.
Okay.
Washington at Dallas, tickets as low as $21. Chicago at Green Bay, tickets as low as $75. Houston at Tennessee, as low as $3. Jacksonville at Indianapolis, tickets as low as $5.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's not good.
That's a
Tony,
good outing right there.
just
Be like,
I
cheap
just
ticket.
sent you the link for all the incentives. So if you wanna, there you go, buddy.
If I wanna, since you want me to, go ahead.
No, I think it's great content.
It is. It is. It is. It is. I'm messing with you. Go ahead with yours. While Rich gets his audio set up over there.
Okay, scroll away, buddy.
You got it.
I know. Do you want to start reading?
Small for me. Go ahead and knock it out.
The NFL is gearing up for the final week of 2024 regular season with 8 week upon us. The slate provides players with one last attempt to cross the very threshold within the contracts to earn a little extra cash before the year concludes. We all need cash, right?
Absolutely.
God, we'll take the cash. All right. So Arizona Cardinals are Kyle Murray, if he rushes 50 yards plus one rushing touchdown away from $750,000.
Which is chump change in the NFL. You know that, right?
No, but I want to be that chump.
Me too.
Zaylin Collins, if he gets one sack, he gets $300,000.
There you go. Bonus time.
Kyle Van Noy can make another $250,000 with a half sack.
I think somebody check his numbers from last night because that was last night's game, and he was on the field. I did see him up there warming up.
It says Justin Hill is 8 catches away from $250,000 bonus.
Gotcha.
And here's what Fireman Rich talked about. Von Miller can make $1.5 million with one more sack.
That's a lot of money.
Okay, and then we've got corner Taron Johnson is an interception away from $250,000 bonus.
Which is showing right now is why players get mad when they don't get the ball or they miss a play. They're messing up their bonus money. 100%.
How about this? Dawson Knox, who is kind of an older player, right?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's still young.
He's still young. I mean, he's got like 4 or 5 years under his belt.
Maybe, yeah.
Do you know how many times he's been injured so far?
None.
Really, yeah, it's
Is it
not
4?
good. Yeah, so Dawson Knox is 8 catches and 89 receiving yards away from $200,000 jump in his salary escalator.
Nice.
Defensive lineman Daquan Jones is a half sack from $250,000. What is a half sack?
What
Basically, it's like an assistant. Like you and somebody else, y'all sack the guy together, so he gets a half sack.
What Michael Strahan got over.
If you back up there, the guy that was for Cincinnati, he had 8 receptions, so he got his money.
Okay, I got a question. Who's got what going on in the background? Somebody's knocking and somebody's got something playing.
It's not me.
Okay, y'all go ahead.
And it's not your place, right, Tony?
I'm by myself. Nope.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Brian, is there wild people there?
Rehab, I'm not putting that on the screen. You're an idiot. Gabe on TikTok, I answered you 3 times already. I got you covered. Go ahead.
Okay, so we were talking. I don't even know how to pronounce this name.
Let me see it.
Linval Joseph.
Okay, he's 100,000. That's big money. Okay, so we have Courtland Sutton. We just talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
Is 82 yards away from maxing out a $2 million bonus.
He'll get that today. He should get that today with no problem.
First quarter.
Yeah, he should get that.
Who is Cody Barton?
Linebacker. Denver Broncos.
That guy there.
They
Okay.
just put it on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know him.
I haven't heard much about him either.
When I don't know, I'll say I don't know.
Stat: Linval Joseph had the craziest pick six when he was with the Vikings. Appreciate that rehab.
So the Lions, Zadarius, is that right?
Zadarius.
Can make 250,000 with 2 sacks. That's quite a bit.
It's possible. It's possible.
A team called the Houston Texans. Have you heard of them, Brian? Joe Mixon is 107 yards away from getting a 250,000 bonus.
You should get that.
Imagine.
He'll make it. He'll make it.
You should get that today. Yeah, he should.
He'll get it today.
He's had a great season down there.
Is this take one? Is that right?
Taquan Lewis.
Taquan.
1.5 sacks away from hitting 100,000.
Gotcha. Tina, how you doing? Thank you for coming through over there on TikTok.
Fireman Rich, can you read them from there? Because I'm going to go top up my coffee. Can someone read besides me?
Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins needs 9 catches to hit a $250,000 bonus. He also needs 140 receiving yards to hit another $250,000 bonus. However, the Chiefs are electing to rest their starters in Week 18.
Yes, they are.
He may pop them in for a quarter.
Hold on one second. Hold on, Rich, you good over there? Your audio working?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just trying to chase this down. I got to look at the back of my
and the Las Vegas Raiders
faint thing, and I'm just thinking it might be the set of speakers, but they're off. There's no power to them, so I've checked all my devices. So it might be.
I'm hearing a radio or a TV.
That's what I said earlier. I hear somebody playing something.
Okay, I'm going to turn my mic down. Do you hear it?
Hang on.
It's Brian. It's Brian the whole time.
Okay, so my mic is activated. Can you hear it now?
Yeah,
you're perfect. You're perfect.
Hey, everybody loud and clear. Just hear something in somebody's background.
Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, I like him. Alexander Madison. He's great.
Former Viking. He was a beast on the Vikings.
Yeah.
It was craziness.
$125,000. Okay,
that's
so
what
here's
Tommy gets his due.
Yeah. Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, cornerback Kristen Fulton needs 1 interception to hit his $125,000 bonus. Running back J.K. Dobbins needs 58 rushing yards. He'll get that.
Willie,
Edge
why?
rusher.
Why? I really like him.
J.K. Dobbins is good. He's just not getting the ball enough.
They're playing against the Raiders. The Raiders are weak. They're mediocre on the run. Their run defense is mediocre, so he'll get that easily.
Do you know how many players right now are playing so they can have a job next year?
Most of them. Most of them.
Yeah. Okay, so Los Angeles, who I completely disrespected this year. Who wants to read this?
I thought you were going to get your coffee.
Los Angeles cornerback Kristen Fulton needs 1 interception to
We'll wait till you come back. We're good. Go get your coffee. Go get your coffee. We'll be here.
Okay, here.
Calais Campbell is still playing. That's amazing.
Mike, go get your coffee. Thank you.
I'm out of coffee.
Gabe over there on TikTok. I have answered you 3 times, Gabe. I don't know what you're missing. I've answered you 3 times. Trust me, catch the replay.
Ha ha ha. Close the tab with the adult videos. Ha ha ha.
Easy. I wasn't going to put that on the screen. We're trying to keep this friendly. Thank you. Your ass. Chargers on the rest of the starters.
Gabe's on TikTok.
I'm just baffled, man. I'm like, dude, I should have gone to Tennessee. I'm like, tickets as low as $3. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, even if I was in Vegas right now, Vegas for the Chargers against Las Vegas, tickets are as low as $73. I'm like, now that I would go. Like when I went last year for my birthday.
Yes.
Dude, $125, and that's
where are you sitting with those tickets though? End zone or
cheap seats?
Nosebleed seats.
Nosebleed, yeah. But I mean, when I did go last year for my birthday, like we were looking at that. But I mean, luckily the Raiders were on a bye week. But when looking at the ticket prices, I'm like $125, and that's nosebleed. Nah, I'm good.
In
I'll
Vegas,
watch.
new stadium.
Well, I get that, but still, though, I mean, it's like mid season. I mean, it should be like every other. I mean, because you'll get more people if you get the tickets that are reasonable. I just kind of kicked back. Was like, you know what? I'm gonna go over to the Circa and watch it on the big screen at Circa. Because oh my God, like that'd be the hotel I'll stay at next. And when I go back to Vegas, it's like, man, just a big old Titantron, like
Rehab,
four.
you're an idiot. I see you over there on TikTok, Rehab. You're an idiot.
I found my audio problem.
I knew all I had to do was give you about 10 minutes. I already knew.
Figured it out. It's been trying because this has happened two shows before. You know how I have my phone that I have to plug in the ear jack to make sure that keeps it quiet. Well, I forget to put the turn the volume down on the phone, so it's the bleed out on the earbuds. That's what I'm thinking is coming from my screen. So we figured it out. Sorry about that, folks.
You figured it out.
Yeah, we figured it out. I love this live stream. It's just so fascinating.
I appreciate y'all for real. I appreciate you two for being here, all the league members for being here, everybody for being active. I'm having a ball. Y'all are carrying me, and I thank y'all. I'm serious. I do thank y'all. Where was you at, Rich? I mean, Mike.
The incentives.
Oh, do you still want to go back? You guys seem bored to me.
No. We're just. I had multiple things going on here. I apologize.
No, you seem bored and distracted. We're hearing noises in the background. It's just weird.
Remember this, Rich. Just remember this.
Remember this. Be in the present moment.
So what is the game? Let me put this to the panel. What is the? You already know what game I'm focusing on. The only other game I guess I would be focusing on that would have some significance. As far as because Michael, I think last week and even this week he was talking about. I was on his broadcast here during the weekday.
Thank you.
That, as far as they're going to be sitting a lot of people, the Bills are definitely going to be sitting some people, but I think the Vikings and Lions are both in the playoffs. They're playing Sunday or tonight at 8:20. I think if you look at all the highlighting games, those are two powerhouses. They have implications that I think that's probably the premier game.
That's the big game to me.
That's the big game this week for week 18.
Yes.
But do you think they're going to be sitting there, folks there, both the Vikings and Lions, or that's
Brian, is there any way you can find a list of all the people that are supposedly sitting?
I don't think
I'll look it up.
Will they release that beforehand though?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wait, let Rich finish. Let Rich finish.
We know Barkley's going to sit because he's a valuable piece for them going into the playoffs. But to an overall list, because that's given the other team an idea how they can line up their. I can't see there's an outright list. There's probably a sprinkle of people they're going to say, like, is Lamar Jackson going to play?
He already played last night.
Oh, did he play? Okay, he did play last night. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
he and Dick.
Well, you know why he did.
So Mahomes, is Mahomes going to play? Probably not. Is Baker going to play? Probably not.
Baker's going to play for Mike Evans, so he can get that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he takes a chance of getting hurt, though, Michael.
Well, here's the thing: the better you do in the wild card, it really depends on who you end up being up against. They don't want to be against the best teams. They want a better fighting chance.
Oh, okay.
Plus, a lot of teams don't believe in sitting. That they're like, you can get hurt walking across the street. So, you can live in fear. A lot of people need the incentives. Like right now, I think the MVP is Lamar because he played.
That could be, yeah. If Josh doesn't play, I think it's going to go to Lamar. I definitely agree with that because his numbers, even head-to-head, Lamar Jackson is ahead if you look at the overall numbers. But I heard the talking heads talk this week that Josh, the difference between Lamar and Josh is Josh has contributed to bring other people into the more so, I think, than Lamar because Lamar had – let's just face it, Ravens wouldn't be where they're at if they didn't have the running back they had with Henry
or their quarterback.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's sort of like one of those Tony, the Jordan Pittman.
Yes, I give you that entirely. I will tell you this though, Lamar was doing the thing before Derrick Henry
Yeah.
got there.
Yeah, but he needed that little extra edge, and Henry is given that. So, but Lamar's had it twice. Josh Allen hasn't had it. So if it came down to it, they probably would give it to Josh Allen because he has contributed more team wise. That's just their thinking. My overall feeling is Lamar Jackson's going to probably get it.
I'm gonna tell you why. Last night he broke a record.
Yeah, true.
4,000 yards and them touchdowns with minimum interceptions.
Yeah.
That's an NFL record.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry broke a record last night too, I believe. He tied Jim Brown most 2 touchdown games in the career. So it's a nice little 1-2 punch tandem. Big ups to the both of them. Josh Allen is deserving. I'm not going to lie, but they're going
No.
Yes.
Like I said, Josh Allen. I think he's just happy to be in that group of people.
Conversation.
As far as and in the conversation too and stuff, because I think he just like Lamar Jackson, he's probably thinking the same thing, that if they could trade that for a Super Bowl, they'd probably do it in a minute. I think this guy.
That was hilarious last night.
I saw the replay just before coming on. He should have gone. He should have ran, but
no, they were told you catch it, put a knee down, because a lot of guys don't know how to carry the ball, and it ends up being a fumble.
Yeah. This was great. This was
that is the most joy I've seen on the field in a long time.
Yeah.
Everybody was celebrating. It reminds me so much of when I ask questions like, "Are the Chargers going to win?" and nobody answers. It's just
You don't listen. You hear
like
Rehab is in the chat on TikTok. He said he's speaking on incentives. Baker has incentive. Baker Mayfield has incentives. Big incentives at playing the Tampa game between Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield. He needs some more passing yards to hit another incentive. Geno Smith gets $2 million if he gets 185 yards a day. If the Bengals make the playoffs, he thinks Joe Burrow will get the MVP. Ooh.
Don't they do the MVP? Do they do that when it's all after the Super Bowl, the MVP, or do they do it?
I think it's after the Super Bowl.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think
Tony, what do you think of this cake?
I almost was going to say, is it a Boston Celtic cake? Oh, it's Eagles.
Eagles. It's one of the most outstanding plays I've ever seen in my life.
Wow. Today may be Calais Campbell's last game. I mean, he's in his 17th season.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you guys know Nate Wiggins?
No.
Nope.
He had his first interception, and it was a pick 6.
That's how you celebrate right there.
Now, look at the size of this man.
You know how big he is?
Do you know the Titans had to get rid of him?
Why? I don't know why they got rid of him.
Oh, they had to get rid of him because they didn't want to win anymore.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I think New York did the same thing with Saquon Barkley. They didn't want to win anymore, so they got rid of him.
Yeah, Rehab. I did see that. It may be Aaron Rodgers' last game too. I don't think it was the last game in NFL. I think it may be the last game with the Jets, but I don't think it's the last game in NFL.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers admits uncertain future with the Jets playing.
Yeah, I agree with Captain Rehab on TikTok. Aaron Rodgers is. I think he's
done. He's done.
He's done with the Jets.
There's rumors that he's going to the Steelers.
Where'd you see that?
I've seen it in several sources that Steelers want him.
I would question why with that, because they got Fields and Wilson.
Mike Tomlin, they got to put up with that foolishness on the side, on the off the field shenanigans.
Well, if that was necessarily, I think I would have heard it on the Rick Edson show, which he just says it's a dismal thing. It's probably he's claiming it's the worst season the New York Jets has ever had with Aaron Rodgers and stuff.
Do you know who could use Aaron Rodgers, honestly? And you guys are going to howl.
Quite a few teams. Let's go.
LA.
No.
LA what? Rams or Chargers?
No. You got it.
Which one?
No, come on.
You didn't answer the question. That's what you told me. You didn't answer. I said
Vegas
Rams or Chargers.
How about Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah, but is he going to have the same?
both.
Is he going to have the same stipulation that he had with the New York Jets, Michael, where the coach cannot pull him. He has to pull himself. Is he going to have that same clout like he does on the Jets as becoming
That's a fair question, Rich? That's a very fair question. I like that question. That's a very fair question.
Is this team going to win a playoff game this year? Guys in the room, anybody?
Oh, yeah,
They're going to
90,
the Super
90
Bowl.
yes,
They're
they're
going to the Super
going to
Bowl.
win.
One game.
Well, see, like I said, Michael, it depends
That'll be
on who
right.
they're going to go up against and stuff like that. There's I guess you could figure it out with like what Brian did and stuff like that.
If they're
but I
going to
haven't
win the
seen any.
Super Bowl, they got to beat everybody, right?
Yes.
So it
Well, they
doesn't
got to beat
matter who
everybody
they're
they're
matched
going
up
against.
against.
They're not beating everybody else at.
Matthew O'Connor on TikTok says Kittle or Janu. I'm always going to take Kittle first. Just so
Kittle or who?
Kittle or Janu Smith.
Brian,
I would say Kittle. Yeah, Jonathan Smith, man. I don't know why they're not throwing him the ball, man. The guy is a
Thank you.
freaking juggernaut. The
I've been
man
talking
can
about him
catch.
for the past few weeks up here. Mike is
I've been saying him for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I've been running with Janu Smith for years. He's up there.
Brian,
He's a big dude. The guy is fast. The guy can catch. He's a juggernaut. Like, why are you not giving him opportunities?
They don't want him injured anymore. That's why. You know, he's been injured on a lot of teams.
I would disagree with Captain Rehab. Goodbye, Bills in the first round. No, I don't think
I
so.
don't know, Rehab. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one. I ain't going to lie. If they go in the first round, that's going to be a tough game.
There's a newfound focus on the Bills
What you got, Mike?
and the Birds.
well,
Oh, man.
I wanted people to answer the questions in the room, but are the Ravens? It doesn't matter what team they're playing. If you're going to win the Super Bowl, you're going to win the Super Bowl. You're going to beat everybody.
I got
so
them
you
going
either
to the
have
Super Bowl.
belief or you don't. You don't need to know the matchup.
Yes, you do.
Think?
Yes,
Do you think
No,
the
no, no, no.
Ravens?
Yes,
No,
you
no.
do.
I'm just
Yes, you
telling
do.
you. You don't.
Yes, you do.
I know that there is a very good chance that these three teams will definitely win a playoff game. You ready? Number one,
That
the
aspect,
Chiefs.
the odds are probably yes. I would agree with
The
that.
Chiefs?
In that context.
The Philly's going to win one. I don't care who they're up against. And here's the other one. I believe Buffalo will win one. Those are my three that I'm pretty certain.
Buffalo is going to the Super Bowl. That's my prediction. They are
taking Buffalo. I'm taking the
they
Ravens.
will go.
AFC watch, yeah.
So do you think the Ravens are going to take it all?
I don't know. If they go up against
Brian?
Do I think the Ravens are going to take it all? Well, I mean,
Who's going to win? If you had to guess, right now you had to guess. Who's going to win? It's getting really quiet in here.
win the Super Bowl, I don't know.
win the Super Bowl. I mean, I said it earlier. I mean, I'm picking the Chargers and Lions.
Okay. So right here, we've got Super Bowl stats. Right here. Chiefs are still considered number one, even though Patrick Mahomes got snubbed out of the Pro Bowl.
Because they're the two-time champions.
Right. Detroit Lions is number two.
Because they're hungry.
Buffalo Bills is number three.
Previous Super Bowl experience.
Fly Eagles Fly.
Former champion.
Baltimore Ravens.
Former champion.
Minnesota Vikings.
Need to win one.
Green Bay Packers.
Former champion.
Los Angeles Rams.
Former champion.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Former champion.
Former champion.
Washington Commanders.
Former
Former
champion.
champion.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Need a Super Bowl win.
Need a Super Bowl
Houston
win.
Texans.
Ain't
Anybody
gonna make
heard
the
of
Super
them?
Bowl. Will not
Anybody
make
heard
the
of
Super
them?
Bowl. Will not make that Super Bowl.
They won't make it.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Denver
Scroll up, Mike.
Broncos.
Scroll up, Mike. Scroll up.
Cincinnati.
Scroll up, Mike. Scroll up.
I can't, buddy.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a picture. It's a picture.
I'll put it over here.
It's
Hang on.
okay. It's all right. I'm used to the abuse.
Me too.
Okay.
Lakers have Airbnb out players really just as they have been. You know what, Rehab? I don't know about it this season. I don't know, Rehab. This season they're looking right. They are looking. They're looking like they got this under control. Steelers, former champion. Broncos, former champion. Bengals need to win one. I'm with Rich. That's your long shot for the Super Bowl right now.
Who's that?
The Bengals.
Yeah, they're sort of a lot shot, but that's what makes it football so interesting. I go back to Yogi Berra's. It ain't over till it's over, folks. And we've had the Giants do that. So here's a scenario. I think it'd be great for football if they were able to rack the tables and stuff like that. I'm cool with Cincinnati. Is it a possibility? Nah. It's not even a 50-50, but we got to see if they make the playoffs. If he make the playoffs, they're going to be people will be talking about that. I think on that list that Michael presented, any one of the top six is going to be a Super Bowl champion. I'm rooting for the Bills, okay? Full disclosure, okay? I'm here in New York, I'm a Bills fan, but any one of those 6 top on that list are potential. A Super Bowl champion is going to come from that 6 on that list.
Yep.
As far as it goes, because of the way they played through the season, the continuity. They've had some ups and downs with injuries. Even the Kansas City Chiefs here with their 1 score, they've won 2 before, so they know how to win.
Rehab, shut up.
Every given game, a scenario can come up against, but it's just going to be interesting to see what the definite matchups are going to be and stuff like that, because it'll be a good discussion next week. Because next week we should have a listing, shouldn't we?
Should. After Monday night, yes.
So did anybody find a list to who's being sat today?
The only list I came across was just the injuries. That's about it.
Okay. Thank you to the 113 individuals who scrolled through TikTok. Thank you.
I want to thank all 33 sets of eyes that we have live right now. Appreciate you all as well.
And I'll say thank you to my 5 people that are viewing on my Rumble channel.
Yay!
My 3 people that are viewing on my Twitch channel.
There you go.
I think I got 1 or 2 on. So I don't have the numbers like you guys, but
Captain Rehab, thank you for praising us on TikTok. Thank you,
Captain Rehab. No thanks to you. You've bailed on me, buddy.
Yeah, he's on your ass, Rehab.
You're missing in action there, my friend. But I hope you are well.
Yeah, he's on your ass. Brian, what you got?
Can we address what's in the window here?
Can we let somebody else talk one time, Mike? Just let somebody.
No. I'm just.
I mean, like I'm not like today. Today will determine which. I mean, I have a very good probability of winning the Nonsensical Nonsense Fantasy Football Championship
Today.
So
the league's still going on. That league is still going on. Okay,
it's still going on. So right now, I am projected to win, and already with the efforts of Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson last night, it's put me in cruise control. So you're looking at the possible next champion, champion of nonsensical nonsense.
Finally, I got you. Rich, anything you want to add?
No, we're good. It's good discussion here as far as we're having. Michael's bringing up some valid points that are getting the juices going here and stuff like that, which I'm very glad. It makes you think and stuff like that. And as far as that goes, I don't know if Captain Rehab saw my TikTok comment. I don't.
Yeah, he's over there. He's watching. He's listening.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay. He did see. Okay, so I have a private TikTok for those people. So don't go looking for me on TikTok.
Yeah, we are.
I'm venturing into. I'm testing the waters. Thanks to my good friend Michael.
We are on Mike's TikTok right now. #ShotMGB Mike. I appreciate you for bringing us over there. He's also got us on Rumble. I got us on Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch, and LinkedIn. So we're literally on 7 platforms right now. I love
We've come a long way since Haps, though, as far as that goes.
I thank everybody watching. I thank you all for helping me spread this out. I thank everybody for coming through and contributing. We're going to keep it going. What else we got with Mike? Mike, get back to the what you were showing with the football players.
Go for it, Mike. Go for it.
The Chiefs, excuse me.
Can we just have a moment of gratitude here because we got Brian here? And I just feel the juices of gratitude flowing through me.
You got to get rid of what's the Kipple Ram? No, what's that?
I have no idea.
I have
no idea. I think that's so funny.
Block that out, and that's a perfect belt king.
It is. We need to put Tony D there.
Oh, there you go. Tony D's belt kings.
Yeah.
There we go. You put Tony D's up there.
I can do that, buddy. I'll do that in the future.
Do that.
What I needed the logos like you had before. No, not that one.
I love that one.
We needed to say Bill King's Fantasy Football League. I love that one. That one is awesome. That one is awesome. That one is awesome. That's my wallpaper right now.
This is my favorite one here.
We're gonna go to the robots and the women.
We're going back to the robots. This week's must picks. What are they, guys? Who are you gonna pick?
Rich, if you got the picks, you want to run?
Oh, I don't got them. I don't have them formatted to really. I haven't even put them on my spreadsheet here, so I still got them in the.
What is this?
What you want to put up there?
What is that?
Behave over there.
That's what you cover during your weekday broadcasts, as far
Okay.
as the spiritual, if there is any spiritual. I think they're just rough and tough football players. Myself.
Mike, do not change that screen. I wanted to wait till Rich finish, but do not change that screen. Rich, you done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I wanted to let you finish. I need something similar to that again.
Yeah, we'll try.
I'm requesting it to be in blue. I know what you told me. I tried to get on Grok last night, and I was going
Yay.
to ask you, how did you get any anime? I don't even see where you can make any pictures on Grok.
I'll show you one day.
Yes.
You just put the statement in the field, right, Michael?
That's right.
It gave me a narrative. It didn't give me a picture or image.
Do you see this audience here? This is our audience now that we're going to reach
Yeah, I
because we
think Tony,
decided.
right off the bat, you got to say create a picture.
I didn't see the prompt. I'll check it out later.
No, there's no prompt. You just put that in your.
Internet create a picture. Gotcha.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, who was that?
Nobody.
Who was that last one? Who was that
Yeah,
last
well,
one?
Mike, run
Tony in the future.
That's
Who
not-
was that?
I don't know who that is. Mike, that picture right there, you need to put that for your broadcast. Go back. That one. That is your spiritual side of football because both players do pray before the game.
This, do you see when I ask Brian questions? This is what happens.
No, that's me halfway through the show. We're dealing with you, but keep going.
Brian, buddy. No gratitude. What are you grateful for today?
I am grateful to be on here with you guys. I know, like with my job and everything, I'm gone for 2 weeks, and I'm here for 2 weeks.
Fully understood. Mike and his women.
So yeah, I'm very glad. And
Easy,
living
Tina.
another day.
Talk about you like that. Now we're gonna get to the logos for real. Okay, that one, the has to go.
I love the NFL on it though.
Yeah, but that's supposed to be controversial.
This one, the football is all wacko on it, right?
It's okay.
It's okay though.
And also too, I'm grateful that I have a better record than Tina.
Tina, he's starting with you. Now, that right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. That's it. No Kings Fantasy Football. That's it. Thank you. That's it. Send me that.
I will.
Please.
You have it on the screen right now. Anybody who's on TikTok right now, please just hit that button. Please follow Fireman Rich. Please follow Tony D. Please follow Brian, even though he doesn't answer questions when directly asked. But that's okay.
I did answer your question.
I wanted you to go deep.
Pause. Holy smokes.
Unpause.
Jesus Christ. Not bad right there. Hang on. Wait. Not bad right there. Not bad.
You don't mind that one?
I think Rich should use that.
Did he?
I think Rich could use that one right there.
God, I gotta
Do you like that one, Rich?
Damn.
Well, then go ahead and drop down your cameras. Put the cameras off. No, bring it back.
Go back, Mike. Go back.
Bring it back.
No, we thought you could shout out love.
No, that one. Hang on. Okay, I got the screenshot of it. I got it.
Yeah, you can run with that.
I can run with that. Yeah, I'm gonna put that. That'll be my new one.
Oh, I like that one.
There's another one right there too.
I like that one.
Let me go ahead and put this to my thing here. Okay, I like that one. Fantasy football picks. Ooh,
I'm
yeah.
not sure. I could send those to you, Rich.
No, I can.
I think we
I
have
like
that
that
one.
one. Let's see. I don't.
This
need
is
that
my
one.
dear friend Jay pretending that he looks this way. Okay. Who's this guy?
That'd be Brock Purdy.
Yes.
And we've talked about this guy. Is he going to get 50 million or is he going to get 100 million over 3 years?
100 over 3 years.
100 over 3 years.
What do you think, Rich?
I think he's doing something for the team as far as cut his salary so he could play on a potential Super Bowl championship team next year.
Question: do you think he's on one now?
Oh yeah, they had potential at the beginning of the season, but the season just didn't, like with Cincinnati, it just didn't go along with them and stuff. They just bumps and stuff like that. And what do we got there?
That's Micah.
Okay.
Michael Parsons.
Oof,
Yes.
He's gonna be there next year. He was pissed this season. He was.
Explain that, guys.
He was
Do you think
furious
he'll...
when he lost that game. He was furious. Him and CeeDee Lamb, I'm scared, may leave.
I mean, well, CeeDee Lamb just signed that big contract, though.
I know.
Where's this guy going to be next year?
Staying.
Do you think this, I think he wants to be a starter.
You need to sit down and follow. Stay there.
You think
are-
so? What do you
you are-
think, Brian? What do you think, Fireman Rich?
It's either
Justin
either
Fields.
either him or Trey Lance to the Jets.
You like Trey Lance, eh?
I do too. He just hasn't played enough yet. I thought he was going to be the future for the 49ers. Then he got traded to the Cowboys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I think an NFL QB should have at least 14% body fat. Yeah, I would agree. And
We
no
never
sick-
see you over there.
You can make a meme about anything, I guess, right?
Man, man, Tim Tebow
Rich,
is like the only.
can
Tim
you
Tebow's
talk
like
about
the
this
only
guy
fit
for a sec,
quarterback.
Rich? He's your kicker.
He got hurt.
That's not Jake Bates. No, Jake Bates is with Detroit.
Who?
He got hurt. He didn't kick the last game. He got hurt.
Jake Bates?
No,
Oh, okay.
Young Wei Koo. His name is Young Wei. I just found that out.
It
I'm
is
getting it wrong.
is it me or has Jones not been as good this year?
He may not be getting the ball this year.
Yeah, and even Kelsey's gotten a little less than compared to last year, I think. But they're doing other things.
Mhm.
Well, all Kelsey's got to do is shake it off. Just shake it off.
Yes.
Can't stand you sometimes.
Fireman
He's
Rich,
gonna
what do you think of this guy?
Hate.
Phenomenal player. The people. I
You woke
have
him up.
I have family up in Buffalo. They don't care for football, but they love this guy. I mean, even non-football players in the state, they like this guy because he's really created a name for himself. He just keeps on getting better each year. And this guy, that's a phenomenal coach right there.
Hall of Fame already. Hall of Fame.
Oh, it's an awesome players coach. He is a players coach.
Players
Yes.
coach. Hall of Fame.
Why is that, Brian?
Because the guys could talk to him. They're not intimidated by him.
He is a
He
player
understands
coach.
He understands them.
He's in the great system. Stay healthy. That's all I gotta say. Stay healthy.
Tony D, what do you think, buddy? Should he play next year?
Only if he's healthy.
Okay.
I'm worried about his health.
Yeah. How about you, Brian?
I think you just go ahead and retire because, I mean, one more, he's done.
Why are you losing your voice?
What
One
do you
more,
think,
he's done.
What do you think, Fireman Rich?
I'm along with Tony there. I have concerns with him, and as far as this guy is just he's another one that gets better each year. So
Had a great year.
yes,
It's
I
been
think
his best year.
He's had an outstanding year.
I could see this guy in the
Brian?
the 2-year prediction next 2 years, Michael. I could see him winning a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's fair. That's fair.
What do
I
you
gotta
think,
go back.
Brian?
I got to go back one. Once Brian answers, I need to go back a slide.
Okay, sure. You want to talk about this?
Let Brian answer first, please.
Okay.
So, with regards to Baker Mayfield, yeah, I mean, he's doing better now that he finally has a team that he can actually work with.
Okay.
And as long as he stays off of them damn commercials, he plays better.
Okay, now I'm gonna jump in because Brian's about to go on his tandem. This guy, if he's not starting next year, Aaron Rodgers to the Dolphins, anybody?
No, this
Ooh.
guy,
No.
this guy's
Trey
going to
Lance.
definitely be starting. I think they're going to get somebody. I don't think Miami wants to touch
Trey
Aaron
Lance.
Rodgers because he'd be in the same division. They've seen what he's done with the Jets. I could see him going out west to one of those teams, but I do not see him at all in the mix going to Miami.
You said same division. Mind you, Brett Favre went to the Vikings, same division as the Packers.
Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, two different players, different type of players. Brett Favre
Understood.
was a better. I think he was almost a better player at the end of his. Aaron Rodgers just doesn't want to give it up and stuff. He's still performing, still a good.
He still gets his numbers. He does
he
still
gets
get his numbers.
Yeah, but they're not stellar numbers to take any type of team to a Super Bowl.
With that offense, you don't think he can? Rehab, I see you over there.
No. I think he needs to be a little bit better to be a Super Bowl caliber and stuff. I think he could make it to the playoffs, but as far as going all the way, when you look at the caliber of Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, even
Done.
Holmes or Purdy, those four right there, you got to be up on that level.
I understand you.
Rogers is
understand you.
done.
I hear y'all. Just throwing it out there.
Captain Rehab is going wild in
Yes,
the
he is. I
comments.
see him over there. I'm reading his comments. There are
Oh
too many
my God.
quarterbacks in the draft. He's one-
121 viewers on TikTok.
Yes. Only team I'll take Rogers is the Browns.
Can I read this to you and you guys just tell me? I love this. This is one of my favorite moments this year. So we've got a bad taste in our mouth. We got kicked around the other day. We lost a few guys, and you know what? It's exactly what we needed. This is exactly what we needed. So we're going to bounce back and we're going to respond.
Yeah. Come on. Say it with me now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's go, Dan Campbell.
Hold on.
This is what I trained so hard for during those
Shade.
9
This
months.
Is shade. This is shade. This is shade.
This is good.
This is
This is
shade.
good. This is no shade.
This is shade.
Anybody know who that is? Anybody? I'd be really impressed.
She passed. I forgot what her name was.
Grace
Grace
Slick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Jefferson Starship.
You
Yes.
can only pick one as your wide receiver in fantasy football next year. Who would it be?
I'm
And
taking
why?
CD Lamb.
CD.
I'm taking
CD?
CD Lamb. Now,
CD.
mind you, you should take Mike Evans as a veteran, and he's still doing it. I'm taking CD Lamb because he's going to be the future. But Mike Evans is worthy, and you get no disrespect from me from picking up somebody who's been in the league as long as he has and still making 1,000 yards a season.
Can you read this, Tony, please?
He's leading the NFL and everything. It's hard not to give him the MVP. You put him in any other defense, a top defense in the league, and he'll beat anybody by a mile. That's Michael Parsons, quoted by Joe Burrow.
That is some awesome hair, though, I will say. Good product.
He looks like Home Alone to me.
Pause.
Oh my God. This is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Brian, you didn't mention how grateful you were to have CD.
CJ.
We got 5 minutes, gentlemen.
I know.
He did say CD. He did.
I did. CD Lamb. No. Oh,
Yeah, I did say
Oh, no,
CD.
this is CJ Stroud or something.
Yeah, I was like, this is CJ Stroud.
yeah,
Yeah.
not CD Lamb.
Yeah, you said CD.
I know
You
I
said
did.
CD.
I know. I collect them. They're great.
And I answered accordingly.
Gonna go around in circles. Gonna fly high like a bird up in the sky. High, high.
Gentlemen, closing
and
thoughts.
I answer your question.
Yes,
Closing
sir.
thoughts. Closing thoughts. Closing thoughts.
No, let him answer the question, sir.
I'm going to yes.
No, I mean, no, I am grateful for CJ. We just gotta get a better offensive line.
You said at the beginning of the season too.
I'm grateful for Led Zeppelin. Can we read this one?
You know what I'm grateful for? Steaks. And
Yes.
Yeah, me
Burgers.
too. Yes, me too.
Patient women. Yes.
We
Patient
have
women.
this. He's nuts.
God, dog.
Is somebody going to read this or not?
He definitely chokes off the tape as the best player I've ever seen this year. Talk about MVP. He's definitely the MVP in my mind by head coach DeMeco Ryan of the Houston Texans.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson doing the damn thing. Rehab says Aaron Rodgers to the Browns or the Colts next year. I was thinking the Colts. I was thinking
Ooh, Colts would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I was thinking
No, we don't need Aaron Rodgers on the Colts.
Absolutely.
Put him
not.
on the Browns.
What's absolutely not meat from here?
Eric Dickerson didn't want Saquon Barkley to break his record.
No. The reason why I say Aaron Rodgers, like no Aaron Rodgers to the Colts, and then I got to deal with his ass for 2
Yes, you
games
do.
out of the year.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. I think even if he didn't break it, he had full potential of breaking it. I think.
I think they should let him play.
This is what upsets me because Adrian Peterson was 2 yards away from breaking that record, and then they told him, "Nah, we're gonna go ahead and sit you."
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
I agree. I remember that.
I'm
Anybody know
come
who
on.
this is? I know Brian knows who this is because he won't shut up about him.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
I'm with Brian on that. Trey Lance should be doing stuff.
Why isn't he playing for the Cowboys right now?
Trey Lance to the Dolphins or to the Jets.
I like that. I don't know what he's going to do with the Jets, though.
What else? What's wrong? We're almost done.
That's right.
Our
man.
offensive line is rolling. Then we're rolling. And that'll be the difference of us winning that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the refs, direct deposits were hit in 5 hours.
Did Tony put Mahomes here?
I did not put him
That was
in.
a pretty good impression, Brian.
That was Brian.
You know what that sounded like? Grover from Sesame Street.
That too.
A little bit. Rehab says Saquon Barkley, his record was a sham anyways because it wasn't done in the same number of games.
I think you got to update Lamar Johnson.
No, I know.
Yeah,
This is old.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it his fault this year? I don't think so.
No, hell
No.
not at all.
He was a pretty decent quarterback. He just
10%.
Send Aaron Rodgers to Chicago, see what he'll do up there.
No.
He's used to the cold. Why not?
No.
That'd be a decent swap.
Akua Nachua, he's the guy. He's my wide receiver. I'm going to pick one. That guy was phenomenal.
Man, Nico should be a higher.
Puka.
Nico should be higher.
Puka, yeah.
Puka Nakua.
Yeah,
It sounds like a Disney name to me.
No,
I don't see any Buffalo Bills.
He is Polynesian.
Receivers here. That's unusual.
You know what was cool? That's the first Pro Bowler in a long timer to be from Baltimore. Zay Flowers got in.
I agree with Rehab said on TikTok. Nobody succeeds in Chicago. That front office is horrible.
Can you read that? Can you read that, buddy, please? And then we're close to.
We know where we're going, baby. You can't go higher than number one. I don't know where he's going to. I don't know. He's going to the Giants right now. Does he want to do that? Is my question.
Or
What do you think, Brian?
Jets or to Miami?
He'd be great for the Jets.
Nah, I'll say Miami.
We've said that about more than one quarterback over the past 6-7 years.
I'll say that. I'll say him. He's more of a
I'm
Miami
scared for
fit.
any quarterback, any rookie quarterback going to the Jets. I'm scared for you based on the history recently. I'm scared for you.
I'd rather see him there than Chicago. I know Chicago has Caleb. He landed in a muck patty, and they tried.
No, I would say he's more of a Miami fit.
Gotcha.
Tony,
Great coach. I like him. I didn't like him when he was in Philly. I thought he was a real prick.
He was.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
he was. You're right.
Tony,
can you show the whole
become
thing?
a player coach.
Big ups to him for getting
That
those
Dr.
goals down there.
Robotnik.
Yes, I'm with everybody. Yeah, he's an Eagle, but we want to see him get a three-peat. He deserves it. And he's got a team that can get it done.
I think he's got it this year.
Got multiple MVPs.
I think after last night, yeah, he could very well.
Oh,
if they sit Josh Allen, they have that's the thing.
Okay, buddy. Did you hurt yourself?
Yeah, I got to make a phone call in a minute, so I'm gonna drop down, and it's midnight. Glick Show should be coming on. Unnecessary Roughness on Nonsensical Network. Check them out on YouTube, gentlemen. I appreciate you all for being here. Everybody in the chat, I thank every last one of you for being here. I mean that every episode. I mean it every time. And Mike still got damn slides like we in high school in class. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this dude. Next is gonna bring back microfiche. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. Brian, appreciate you being here.
Wow, I remember that.
Yeah, microfiche. He been digging. Mike been digging, but he brings the info. Mike brings the info. Let it be known. Mike brings the info. Spiritual Side of Football during the week. Check him out on YouTube. Michael Bathurst. Michael George Bathurst. Hashtag shout MGB all over the damn place. I ain't mad at him because I do it the same way. Mike, I appreciate you as always. My man, Fireman Rich over there with the morning coffee Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 0600 on Rumble and Twitch and Facebook and
we're working on the Facebook. I don't know, but
you throw the link over there. They can jump on the link and get over there and Rumble. That's what they got.
Hi, Tina.
At Fireman,
Brian don't broadcast. We got to catch him. Plus, he's traveling all over
I miss
the world.
him. I miss that Brian guy.
I'm not doing it. We are. Everybody, check me out, please.
I gotta get my hat reshaped. God dog.
Linktree Tony D. Original. Check me on Rumble. Check me on YouTube. Check me on Twitch. Check me.
You know what, Tony? You know what, Tony? If we ever do a meetup, I'm gonna get you a cowboy hat.
No,
yes.
No, you're not. I have one cowboy hat.
You would look good. You would look good in one.
Anyway, like I was saying, I thank everybody for being here. We will be covering football through the Super Bowl season. Through the Super Bowl, even though fantasy football is over. I have 39 sets of eyes on my side. Mike has numbers on TikTok. Thank each and every last one of you for being here. I may come on again tonight in between the games. I might watch
128 individuals on TikTok. Yes. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all. We're going to drop down. catch you all next time. Peace.